Jaxson, just what about the leadership, the mentality of this team makes you feel good about bouncing back and playing with energy this week on the road?
Yeah, it's a brotherhood. There's a lot of accountability within our group. I'd say, we have to be better as a whole group. Ready to bounce back. Excited for the opportunity ahead. But yeah, we're tight knit, so that's why I'm excited about.
Jaxson, I'm sorry.
Okay, how would you evaluate the team's passion and competitive spirit?
Oh yeah, the passion and competitive spirit, that's always there. There's never a question there. Every time we step on the field, it's just a given there. But now so much, I think it's cleaning up on the little details. So if you match that with our passion and effort, I think we'll take big steps.
So as a room, what are the specific things you guys are talking about getting better at?
Yeah, so last week we didn't affect the quarterback as me included. I didn't affect the quarterback as much as we wanted to. So really just keying on, and we expect more out of ourselves. We know the abilities that we have. We know our potential. So we really just want to live up to our potential is really what we preach each week. And so, the time's ticking down too. So, you got to make the most of what you got. So that's kind of what we've been preaching these past few days.
Do you like the mentality that you guys are taking in true road games? Do you feel like that part of your team is good right now?
Yeah, well, of course, there's things we can work on, but overall, every time we're on the road, it's really just it's us versus the world, and that's really just in general too. It's as long as everybody in our building believes, that's all that truly matters, and we believe that. Obviously, we have to be better. We got to grow, but as far as mentality, yeah, I like our mentality.
Throughout the game, maybe what are some things that you're doing that are extra to maybe maintain that energy, or when you guys are tired to manufacture maybe some of that energy?
Yeah, so really, the game just, we call it, it's a game that consists of different rounds. You're not going to win every round, but something Coach Hype really preaches to us and our coaches is, next play mentality. That's something me personally, I've really grown a lot in. In the past, if I had a bad play, I'd let it affect me for a little bit mentally. But now I'm more so that happened, okay, address it, move on, let's go work. So I think just not being so much in my head and only speaking positively to myself.
What's your playing weight right now, and is it where you want to be?
I'd say I'm around 290, 287, around there. I like it. I feel pretty stout, just feel like I can go longer than I could last year, and I feel a lot quicker than I did last year as well.
Jaxson, what's it like this point in the season for a player? Just the SEC grind. I mean, you just just one after another. No weeks off. I mean, is it fun, or are you like, man, I wish we kind of had a homecoming game right about that?
Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's definitely this is why you come to the SEC, because you want to be prepared for, if you get that chance at that next level. So you truly have to treat the process like a pro. You beat yourself up throughout the week going against your teammates, and then on game days you go against future NFL players. So it really has to be a process driven, not result driven type of mentality each week, because you got to live in the training room, and that's what you have to do at that next level. You have to take care of your body, just be extra, maintain it before anything bad happens, and the film room and all that. While it's a lot, I enjoy it, and I feel like it's just a great opportunity for me to get better and see what it's like at the next level.
What kind of confidence do you and maybe the defensive line have after slowing down the run game against Alabama, going on the road again against a Kentucky team?
Yeah, so I think stopping the run, yeah, we're glad with that, but ultimately, we didn't win. So we're while we're confident in our abilities, we expect a lot more out of ourselves, because we know if we put it all together, we're a great group. But like you said, bringing that energy into Kentucky, just trying to put that all together because they're a really good, physically good group up front. So we know it's going to be a dogfight. So we're excited for the challenge.
What do you see in Kentucky and how they play?
Yeah, I see a really, they got some experienced linemen. They got a few transfers. They're pretty physical. So, it's really just locking in on the little details. Like we say, it sounds repetitive, but that's really what it is. So we know that if we play how we're capable of, we can hang with anybody. So.
What are you guys capable of as a defense?
Yeah, really just, we're capable of, not just stopping the run or pass. We can stop it all, but, we have to go out and show it on game days. We got some young guys, but, the talent is there. The brotherhood's there, the passion's there. Now it's time for really us just to lock in on the little things, try to minimize MAs, and really just, play our game, play fundamentally sound.
Jaxson, before the season, it sounded like you were pretty excited about being a leader on this team. How has that played out for you, especially the verbal part of leadership?
Yeah, so I've definitely learned a lot just within this past season, or the past few weeks of just, being verbal. Sometimes you don't always need to say something. Sometimes you kind of just need your actions or so, but sometimes you, contrastingly, you do need to say something. So it's just knowing when and what to say. Sometimes people don't respond well to certain things that you say. So you gotta be able to, understand your teammates, but hold them accountable. Yeah, that's it.
Why do you think this defense has maybe not been able to reach that level you guys think you're capable of? Is it more like, kind of mental mistakes, that sort of thing, or did the injuries early in the season kind of throw you guys off, or any certain explanation maybe?
Yeah, I'd say it's really just, I'd probably say mental, just, some MAs, and it's everyone, it's me included. I have to be better as well, especially as a leader. I take that very seriously, but we have a lot of guys that are ready to work each day, that come in with a positive attitude. So I really like, how we're headed. I got a lot of faith in us as a defense.
Thanks, Jaxson.